This is the Phil Hendry Show. 1-800-449-8686.
It's kind of tough to listen to.
What is?
Just that music you're playing.
All right, Doug Danger is with us. We wanted to get a preview. I realize the Grammys aren't until when, Janice? Tomorrow night? Doug, when is that?
No, the Grammys tomorrow night. Not that music stopped right. It was funny because I was sitting here thinking to myself, why are you playing that? And
well, it's bumper music.
But the problem, Phil, that we're talking about, and the problem.
Well, let me introduce you first, all right?
All right, I'm sorry.
This is Doug Danger. Doug is with the Orange County Courier. He is their entertainment and music writer. The Grammys are tomorrow night. Not that we're going to get too heavy into that, but it's just kind of a preview look at the Grammys, and I wanted to talk to Doug.
Well, just to continue the thought that I had before we went on the air, the Grammys are going to be tough to cover because music, Phil, since 9/11 is irrelevant. People are not really listening or buying music as much as they used to. What is really happening now and what's been invoked since 9/11 is conversation, talk. Just talking, having a conversation, interacting, pondering, a simple act of ordering a white wine or a salad and discussing with your friends the issues that have become so prominent. That's what people want to do more than anything. And my column in the Orange County Courier tomorrow morning, on the morning of the Grammys, I'm going to rip the lid off the fact that people don't want to listen to music, they want to talk. They want to order lunch and talk some more. That's what it's about because there's so many serious things. Now I'm a gay man and a gay journalist. And
all right, now, as a gay, you say you're a gay man and a gay journalist, and I know you belong to an organization called Saddle Up. What is that?
Saddle Up is an organization of gay journalists who have banded together to sort of lend our ability as journalists to really reporting the news as it is and not giving it this coloration that the straight heterosexual media gives it. As a gay man and as a gay journalist, I am on the social edge of things. I'm not afraid to report things as they're changing. People are not listening to music. People don't want to hear music, and the Grammys will have the lowest ratings in the history of the Grammys tomorrow night because music is just simply irrelevant. And we can go all the way back to the tribute to the heroes that we saw right after 9/11, which was the show that had...
well, that was the one that had Billy Joel and
Billy Joel and all the movie stars that were answering phones. You could tell as soon as Bon Jovi came on, the phone stopped ringing. As soon as Billy Joel came on, the phone stopped ringing. As soon as Tom Petty, Eddie Vedder, Neil Young, people just left their television sets. Then, when they had the announcements and they showed the movie stars answering the phones and handing the phones back and forth to each other, someone who's, I'd like to talk to Al Pacino, then everybody was watching. That was the most compelling thing for me. But what I'm trying to say to you is, this is going to be embarrassing for the music business, and I'm a gay man and a gay journalist. And these are...
Let's talk a little bit. You've mentioned being a gay man and a gay journalist. Does this, and you said because you're a gay man and a gay journalist, you know...
Look, I don't want to focus on my sexuality or my sexual orientation, Bill, because I think it invites homophobia, which you're focusing a little bit on it.
Well, you brought up the fact that you're a gay man and a gay journalist.
I am a gay man and a gay journalist. But what's that got to do with anything?
Well, you're the one who said that it gives you the ability...
Look, I don't want to get so far into this that it starts to get home. I'll give you an example. I went into the Viper Room in Hollywood. This is 2 weekends ago with 2 members of Saddle Up. And the band was playing. Now, you go into that club, everybody is trying to talk. Nobody's listening to the music, but there's a band playing. So I went over to the manager and I said, tell that band to stop playing. I'm a gay man. I'm a gay journalist. I recognize that most people just want to have a conversation and have a white wine. He refused to do it. So we went back in to the main area. We started pulling the plugs out of the wall and the amp. See, I'm a gay man and a gay journalist, and as such, a lot of times I'll act in ways that straight people simply don't have the courage to...
Well, I think that's unfair.
Would you have done it?
Would I have done what?
Would you have gone up there and unplugged those amps and just basically said, your music is terrible, you're irritating everybody, turn your band amps off, get out of here so that we can sit down and have a white wine? Would you have done it?
I probably would not have done it.
That's because, Phil, as a gay man and as a gay journalist, I have the courage to go up and tell somebody, your band stinks, your music's irrelevant, and all these people in this club would like to have a conversation.
Well, certainly not every club in America.
Well, I think most of them, yeah.
Every club in America that's playing music, most of the people want to talk.
I think since 9/11 that's the case. As a gay man and as a gay journalist, I'm helping that club owner save his business. The Grammys going to have the worst TV ratings in history. You want to know why? Because these new artists don't last. Where's Culture Club? Where's Men at Work? Where's DeBarge? Where's Bruce Hornsby and the Range? Where's Hootie and his Blowfish? They're blowing. That's what they're doing.
Well, okay, here's the thing. I don't know that you have the right, and I do know that Saddle Up is planning some action for the forthcoming weekends.
Well, our slogan is Pogowatt, which is pour a glass of white wine and talk. And that's what we're saying. Turn down the megawatt and pogowatt. Music's meaningless. As a gay man, as a gay journalist, I can say that because others don't have the courage to say that. And today's bands are just not, simply not getting it done. Since 9/11, it is a luxury, not a necessity. And every minute you spend sitting on your ass listening to music and not talking about terrorists, you could get people killed.
Okay, that's the part that I saw in the brochure on Saddle Up and its agenda. I think that's very wrong to say if I'm listening to music, I'm putting people in jeopardy.
Why aren't you talking about the issues? Why aren't you talking about how we can get terrorists?
I do talk about that.
Then why are you listening to music? Every minute you spend listening to irrelevant, meaningless music that nobody's buying or listening to anyway, every minute you spend doing that, you spend away from talking about the terrorists and caves and bin Laden and everything like that, someone's going to die. You go to record stores now, it's like a ghost town. Nobody cares about music. Nobody's buying music. We are simply trying to get the message now out to the music industry. Unplug your amps, take your guitar, shove it in your trunk, get out of here. And why is it? Because I'm a gay man, I'm the only one that...
Okay, you keep talking with the gay man and the gay journalist. I haven't heard anybody say that music is completely irrelevant until you came on my program.
I think it's something that is shared by a lot of people. Saddle Up is simply an organization with the balls enough to go into a club and unplug the amps.
All right. I got to tell you something, Doug.
Well, you can laugh if you want, but we're the only ones who got the balls to do it.
All right, our number is 1-800-449-8686. 1-800-449-8686. Doug Danger is with a group of gay journalists called Saddle Up. They're going to go into clubs across the country.
Right now we're concentrating on Southern California, the Seattle area, but eventually, yeah.
They're gay men and gay journalists who are going into into music clubs and unplugging the amps of the bands because music is irrelevant. And you're doing this why again?
I'm doing...
No, but you're saying that the only gay guys are doing it why?
I didn't say gay. I said gay man. I'm a gay man and a gay journalist, Phil. I'm not a gay guy. I'm a gay...
Okay, why are you guys doing it?
Because we're the only ones who have the courage to, and we're not afraid to say that things have changed. Tomorrow night, when Moesha gets a higher rating than the Grammy Awards, what are you going to say?
Tomorrow night, when Moesha gets a higher rating than the Grammy Awards, I guess I'll say you were right.
Get ready for it. Get ready for it. Tomorrow night, Moesha, just a real shop-worn, tarnished, unfunny sitcom on the WB is going to get a higher number than the Grammys. What a disgrace. I'm a gay man and a gay journalist. I'm the only one.
All right, hold on. 1-800-449-8686. Did you get this stuff in the mail from Saddle Up? As gay men and gay journalists, we're the only ones with the guts to say music is irrelevant, and we're unplugging it starting this weekend. 1-800-449-8686. 1-800-449-8686. This is the Phil Hendry Show.
Phil Hendry Show, 1-800-449-8686.
Doug Danger is with us. He is from the Orange County Courier, is the entertainment writer. He's also a member of Saddle Up, a group of gay men and gay journalists. You want to tell me about the chair throwing incident at that church in Orange?
That was the choir. We had told the choir to shut down. And
that was a boys' choir of 12 and 13-year-old boys, and apparently there was a melee of chair throwing.
We had asked the priest, who was the head of this choir. I think there was actually a layperson and the head of the choir, and we had said, shut it down. We gave them 10 minutes. We walked back in. They were still singing, and that's when somebody threw a chair. I don't know who did.
How old are you guys?
Phil, don't even go there, all right? Because I'm a gay man and a gay journalist, and
you keep telling me you're gay, but you're shutting the music down because you say it's irrelevant, and the fact is...
Only gay men, Phil, are qualified to have the courage to say that music is irrelevant. Linkin Park, just a bunch of bothersome kids. Britney Spears, she's only interested in having that tired fringe of the gay movement known as the drag queen. Alicia Keys, just another sad black woman singing the blues. I'll tell you right now, and J-Lo's done. Lifehouse, a bunch of unemployed Californians from the defense industry. I mean, I can go on and on and on. And only Saddle Up, the gay men and the gay journalists have had the guts to say this.
And busting chairs over the heads of boys' choir members.
Music is irrelevant. Why they keep singing when we told them to stop? That's all I'm saying.
1-800-449-8686. Ann, go ahead. You're on the Phil Hendry Show.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead, Ann.
What I want to know is from this guy...
Because as a gay man and a gay journalist...
Hold on, I got a caller on the line. Go ahead, Ann.
Okay. What I want to know is, what does being gay have to do to, about listening to music?
Well, I'm glad you asked the question.
Good.
I'm glad you asked the question. And as a gay man and as a gay journalist, I've been in the closet, and so I've seen what it's like to be in the closet, and so I've kept my perception sharp, and I can see things that you can't see.
I don't really care whether you're gay or not.
But
why do you
I'm a gay man and a
bring
gay
that
journalist.
up?
Because I'm a gay man and a gay journalist, and my perception is such that I have the courage to change things that need to be changed.
And I've got a little advice for you. Don't go to clubs. Don't go to churches.
No, everybody goes. People are going to clubs because they want to have a nice conversation.
No, they go to clubs because they want to hear the music and they want to dance and they want to forget about
Then how come only 30% of the people in the club are ever dancing? Yeah, I don't know the answer to that one.
People are shy.
The reason why there's only 30% of the people in the club dancing, Ann, is because only 30% of the people in the club want to hear the lousy music that they're playing.
I don't believe that. Don't go to the club then. Stay out of there.
Nope.
You know what I mean?
The bands need to stay out of the clubs, Ann, and that's what we're going to do. And we're going to do it as gay men and as gay journalists.
Yeah, but a club is for dancing.
And Ann, I tell you what, when you go into a club again, you'll see what I'm talking about. I don't know how many clubs there are where you live. We gay men are as much more astute.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Look,
I love the music. It makes me feel good. But being gay has not. You shouldn't bring that up. Nobody cares.
Well, maybe you don't, but we do in Saddle Up. Saddle Up cares.
All right. Thanks for your call.
Look, Phil, we as gay men are much more astute to the trends of today, and the trends say, put a rag in the mouth of that soprano, and let's move on, and let's get some things done. Let's start talking about what happened at 9/11, and let's quit frittering our time away, sitting in front of a CD player, heaving a deep sigh in front of the MP3, and sitting there and scratching our temples and saying, when we hear the music of, Cheryl Osborne or Joan Crow, I don't know what the hell.
All right, hold on. 1-800-449-8686.
Saddle Up is simply pulling the amps.
Now, I know the Saddle Ups. Look, you guys can run around and pull out the plugs from the amps, but when you attacked a boys' choir, when they were getting ready for a festival...
Well, don't you understand that, in other words, they were singing...
Yeah, they were singing music. It was a religious thing.
They came after us first with the chairs. I know that.
Well, somebody came after somebody with a chair. Apparently, 2 priests got chairs smashed over their head. The lady choir director was taken to the hospital with a broken jaw. 2 of the kids in the choir were thrown from the choir loft.
Those were 2 members of Saddle Up.
What, are you guys the JDL, or are you members of a journalist organization?
Phil, the whole point of Saddle Up is so we can have a nice beet salad, drink some white wine, and not have to listen to Alicia DeBarge.
Who's Alicia DeBarge?
I'm sorry, Alicia Keys.
1-800-449-8686. Kim, you're on the Phil Hendry Show. Hello.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead, Kim.
Hi, I'd like to direct my comments to the guy on the other end. Mr. Dang or whatever.
My name's Doug Danger, ma'am.
Yeah, I'm really disappointed in you. I mean, first of all, you're only dwelling on the fact that you're a gay man and a gay journalist. That's your agenda. The second thing
my
is...
agenda. That's what makes me have the courage to go out and unplug the amps.
But let me finish. The second thing
if
is...
I wasn't gay, I wouldn't have the guts to do that.
You disrupted boys' choir. I mean, you want peaceful demonstrations and stop terrorism. You're terrorizing boys.
No, we asked them
what you're doing.
We asked them to stop singing. Since 9/11, music is entirely irrelevant. Now, that includes boys' choirs.
It's not entirely irrelevant.
That includes
Read your Mr. Danger, music Music is the heart of the soul. It's the most peaceful thing that you can ask for.
That whole Von Trapp, family thing, that whole let's go to the Austrian slap dance festival, that's done.
I'm sorry. If you want to talk about terrorism, you don't need to go hard into it.
Say that again, Kim. Your phone broke up. Say that again. All right, well, hold on for a minute, kid. We're losing you. 1-800-449-8686. Let me go to Shane. Go ahead. You're on the Phil Hendry Show, Shane.
Yeah, I want to. This guy is coming on the air, and he's saying all this stuff about being gay and all that.
I'm a gay man, a gay journalist.
Yeah, how does being gay, a gay man, a gay journalist, have anything to do with attacking a boys' choir or anything like that?
Well, what we're saying is, as gay men and as gay journalists, we're the ones with the courage to say that music today, I'm sure you'd agree, Linkin Park has got nothing to say, right? Hello?
Are you there? Shane, are you there? Are you talking? Hey, Shane.
Yeah.
All right, tell whoever's in the room to shut up. You're talking to us now, okay?
Shut up, he's talking to me.
All right, go ahead.
But this guy comes and he says that it takes a gay man to go into a club and turn the music off.
That's right.
It
only takes a gay man to go to a club and unplug the amp.
No, that's what the clubs are for.
No, the clubs are there for people. People want to have conversation and a salad.
At a dance club.
Well, how do you know it's a dance club? How do you know it's not just a place where people want to go and talk? Well, there's also talking. There's also talking there.
Yeah, but there's also separate rooms for that.
No, the people are sitting there having a conversation, and they can't have a conversation because there's some ass on stage playing his music, which is bad. And I'm trying to have a salad.
Then how come you don't go to a cafe or something and have your salad?
Better question. How come the guy with the band doesn't just go out into a park or a ditch someplace and play there?
Because
wait a minute.
He was invited there.
He was invited there? Wasn't I invited there to sit down and have a salad?
Yeah, but
what do you mean sit down and have a salad? I mean, I don't understand that.
People today, since 9/11, want to solve the problems of the world. We don't have time to sit there and listen to Linkin Park grab their crotch and sing about how their parents won't let them huff Glade. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I mean, yeah.
Yeah, okay. You get out of here. What band are you in?
All right.
I'm a gay man and a gay journalist.
Nobody cares you're gay.
Wait, you know something? What are you talking about? Are you homophobic?
No.
You hate gays.
Doesn't mean that he hates gays because he doesn't want you to bring up being homophobic.
It just means there's no...
All right. Thanks, Shane.
To being...
No, Shane.
Yeah.
You need to practice talking more, and that'll help you. But no music will help.
All right, 1-800-449-8686. Linda, you're on the Phil Hendry Show. Hello.
Hi. Thanks for taking my call. I'd like to make a comment, please.
Go right ahead, ma'am.
As someone who works all day long at a children's hospital taking care of sick children...
I'm a gay man and a gay
journalist. I don't care about your gay... you've said that 100 times, but what I'm telling you is all day long, going through the bomb threats at our hospital after 9/11,
exactly.
At the drive home, I want to forget about that, and listening to music is a very good way for the hour home to unwind and just not have to think about the terror going around me all day long.
Wouldn't you also like to unwind listening to other people trying to solve these problems by talking about...
Yeah, but that's all we listen to all day. That's all you talk about. That's all the news radio talks about. That's all the news talks about.
You have to, Linda, because if we don't talk about it and listening, and then you'll be sitting there listening to the new Britney Spears CD, and your building will blow up.
Yeah, but you're assuming that we're listening to the Britney Spears CD. That's not what's going on.
Music doesn't heal.
It's calming music for the drive home because all day long...
It also lobotomizes you. It calms you down so much that even if like Miami burned to the ground, you wouldn't care. You'd just be like, oh, this is awesome. I'm listening to the new John Cicada CD.
But I've been driving home for half an hour listening to you talk about being a gay man and a gay journalist. You've made no other point.
No,
Who gives you the right to go into a church and tell a boys' choir that they can't sing? Don't go to that church if you don't want to listen to it.
Music is irrelevant right now. It's what I'm trying to say.
That's a church.
Irrelevant to who? Irrelevant to who? To the gay man?
To the gay man and the gay journalist. No, as a gay man and a gay journalist, I know.
Well, not to the rest of the world.
And
not
so
to the rest of the country.
So you start busting chairs over the head of a choir director.
She made a threatening move to me.
So you're busting chairs over the head of a choir director and throwing boys' choir members,
She was doing that thing with a stick, pretending like she was gay, making fun of me and calling me a fag.
Who's calling you a fag?
Didn't you just do that?
No, she did not.
I didn't call you a fag. I said being gay and being...
I believe you did.
Now, hold on, Linda, hold on. 1-800-449-8686. This is the Phil Hendry Show.
One 800-449-8686. And now more on the Phil Hendry Show.
Doug Danger of the Orange County Courier is with us. He'll be covering the Grammys tomorrow night and then writing that the Grammys and music in general is irrelevant, completely irrelevant. Nobody wants to hear music since 9/11. And you say this first dawned on you when you were at a club in Orange County one night?
I was at a club in Orange County. I'm not going to give the name if you don't want me to.
I'd rather you not.
But I was talking with a friend of mine about the recent events in Afghanistan and the gay community in Kabul and how they were dealing with the changing government there. And the band on stage wouldn't shut up. They just kept playing louder and louder. And I yelled to them to shut up. I went up to the lead singer and I told him, turn it off now. And this guy, and you got to hand it to some people, he had the guts to ignore me. Now, I'm a gay man and a gay journalist. I belong to Saddle Up, which is an organization of gay men and gay journalists who are dedicated to proving once and for all how irrelevant and dull music is. So it was at that moment that I decided to bring this to the officers of Saddle Up and say, we've got to do something. We've got to unplug some amps. So we'll be out unplugging amps. You don't like it? We got 50 really pissed off gay men and gay journalists.
You didn't mention that the guy that you told to turn his band off was Russell Crowe.
That 30-odd foot of grunt. Boy, what a lousy band he's got.
Russell Crowe, you told him to shut up, huh?
Yeah.
That's the same Russell Crowe that manhandled some guy the other night.
Not going to lay a hand on me. Go ahead. You try and start something with 50 pissed-off gay men and gay journalists. Come at me.
Well, I don't want to start anything. I'm just commenting. Let's go back to the lady Linda here. Go ahead, Linda.
Yes, I'm here.
Go ahead.
Russell
one
Crowe
more comment.
He doesn't scare me.
Yeah, go ahead, Linda.
I just want to make the comment that being, you've stated 100 times that you're gay and that you're a journalist, and that's all fine and good. But that does not make you the world's expert on how the rest of us feel about music and needing that outlet at the end of the day. It's not saying, I'm an educated woman. I know about the world events and what's going on around me, but sometimes you just have to be able to escape that because, you know what, dealing with terrorism 24 hours a day, 7 days a week just gets to be a little much.
So you've never had a chopped beet salad, a glass of white wine, and discussed the gay community in Kabul? See, you haven't.
Why would I sit down and discuss the gay people?
Gay people in Kabul. See,
you
do that, you don't know.
But that has nothing to do with what you're talking about.
Ma'am, you are talking to a gay man. You're aware of that, right?
Oh, yeah, for the 400th time
no
you said
kidding.
that. Yeah.
Look, all right, I'm a gay man. I had the guts to tell Russell Crowe to get his lousy band off the stage. Now,
Well, you know what? If you don't want to listen to Russell Crowe, why don't you stay home in your apartment and have a glass of wine and talk? Some people want to go out and listen.
I got a better idea. Why doesn't Russell Crowe stay home in his apartment and have a beet salad?
Well, obviously there was people there that wanted to listen to him, and my only point to you is, what, you can do whatever you want, but you need to leave the children and the church. You have no right to walk into a church and unplug their amps or throw chairs at children.
We had said to that boys' choir, they were practicing for some festival they were going to. I said, no music, no music, no music. Do you remember that movie, Do the Right Thing, with that actor, I forget his name, Phil, the Italian, Danny Aiello? He says, when you come into Sal's famous pizzeria, there's no music. No rap, no music, no music. And then he beat the crap out of Radio Raheem's radio. You remember that, Phil?
Yeah, I remember that. What's that got to do with anything?
That is how we felt when we went in and told those kids in that boys' choir, shut up.
But that's not showing courage. That's showing ignorance. That is not showing any courage to be able to tell children not to sing. What kind of courage is that?
No, we told them not to sing, but they went ahead and did it anyway.
Well, of course, they're children. They're children, and they're practicing for a choir. They're children.
And you busted a chair over the head of a choir director. 2 boys were thrown from a choir loft.
Hey, I'm telling you, you mess with the Saddle Up.
Listen, you don't have courage. You're a coward. You're a coward. That's all you are.
I'm a gay man and a gay journalist.
Oh, my God, for the 100th time. Who cares?
All right, Linda.
Nobody cares.
Thank you for your call.
I care. It's Saddle Up.
Okay, thank you. 1-800-449-8686. Greg, go ahead. You're on the Phil Hendry Show.
Hey, this is Greg.
Yes, sir.
Hey, what I want to tell this guy is, this is a free country. I should be able to walk into what?
I got to be able to have a conversation without having your bad band.
Walk on by,
here,
buddy.
You know?
If you don't like it, walk on by. Don't pay the money to walk in. I paid the money to walk in to listen to that type of music. If you don't like it...
Wait a minute. You paid the money to walk in and listen to what kind of music?
Any club I want to walk into, I go into any church I want to. If I want to listen to the music, I'll listen to it.
Let me ask something. How come most of the people are not dancing in these so-called clubs that are for music?
They're not dancing with me because I'm not there, buddy. I'd be dancing in there.
Nobody can answer that question.
I invite you to come in any club I walk into and I go to. You get up with me and you walk into any club with me you want to, and you see the people dancing, buddy. I challenge you.
I'll see the people dancing. About 30% of the people are dancing. The rest of them are sitting and talking. Hello. I don't know what club you're walking into, but I walk into a club where there's music.
United States citizen? Is that not their right?
It's my right to have a conversation.
That's what
and have a white wine and a beet salad.
The United States Constitution is the backbone of this country. Let me tell you something. I
got a right to have a white wine and a Caesar salad, and some guy's up there with his bad band. I get to unplug that amp. I want to have a conversation.
Is it your amp? Did you pay for the amp?
I paid to get into that club.
That's his property.
Hey, look at the two-step, by the way, Greg, doesn't count as dancing, all right?
Well, two-step. I don't know the two-step.
Yeah, sure.
I know.
So anyway, look, I'm a gay man.
Let's talk about it, buddy.
I'm a gay man and a gay journalist.
If I can't walk into any country I want to walk into,
you walk in any country.
If I can't walk into any club I want to walk into,
I'm a gay man.
I should be in Afghanistan myself. This is a free country.
This is a free country.
You are the reason.
I'm going to be able to have a conversation and a beet salad with that.
What is it with you and a beet salad?
You're wanting to talk about Afghanistan. If you're in Afghanistan, are they going to beat your behind because you're a gay man or because you're listening to music?
Look at the type. Look at. I'm not talking about Ben and Becky Sue over a pool table. I'm talking about a club.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about being a gay man and a gay journalist.
Then talk about being a gay man and be a gay journalist. What have you ever written? Tell me what you've written.
You know I'm a gay man,
I'm
right?
the biggest reader in the world, my friend. Tell me what you've written.
I write for the Orange County. I wrote. I've been there. I wrote double back.
Like you told the other guy, maybe you want to go to school a little bit longer and you won't study. You won't stutter too bad.
What are you talking about stuttering? I ain't stuttering, son. What are you doing? What is? Do that again.
Just did.
What kind of problem you got?
Nothing.
I'm
I got a problem
with
somebody.
I wrote double back. I wrote time in Hades. I wrote a review of the DeBarge and all them.
DeBarge?
Men at Work.
Who's DeBarge?
Yeah. See, what do you know about music,
DeBarge,
man?
Men at Work. Big deal.
Okay.
What'd you write?
What did I write? I wrote a thing about it. I wrote a couple things, couple books.
Okay.
We're not talking about me
right now. Are they
now.
not a band?
We're talking about
Are they not a band? Would you not walk into a place and listen to Men at Work?
No, I would not.
Then why are you writing about it?
Because they stink.
They stink.
Look, I'll tell you right now, as a gay man,
Well, all right, the gay man and the gay journalist.
I agree with this is your opinion. This is your opinion.
I wrote a book about Judy Garland.
Opinions are just like buttholes, buddy. We all got one.
Yeah, it depends.
Until you realize that you can't walk into a place.
It depends on what you're putting in it.
And force your opinion on someone else.
Look,
I mean, that's communist.
I got a book.
Communism.
I got a book you'd be interested in. All right, I wrote a book. It's a biography of Judy Garland.
Yeah.
What do you think, man?
No.
All right, okay.
I know most everything, but Judy Garland, this is not it.
That's not your thing?
No, but look, dude, man, just because you're a homosexual, that don't mean jack. That don't mean they give you the right to walk in a place and unplug an amp.
Being a homosexual, I'm the only one with the guts to walk in and unplug. I'm the only guy that had the guts to unplug Russell Crowe. Somebody should have done that years ago.
To unplug what?
You know,
Russell Crowe.
Russell Crowe. Oh,
I walked in and unplugged his band.
You have guts. Yeah, you got guts to be with the man. That's good.
That's right.
Guts.
Yeah, I walked up to Russell Crowe and I said, "Shut your bad band down." He just about wet his pants.
Oh, bull crap.
Yeah, exactly. Bull
All right,
crap.
listen.
Russell Crowe's a bad man. I appreciate you letting me talk.
I'm a gay man and a gay journalist.
Yeah, great. I had the guts to shut Russell Crowe down. Actually, that's the only thing he said there that I would applaud. Okay, that's Doug Danger. The Grammys suck. I guess they won't pull the ratings of a Gene Scott broadcast. And they're tomorrow night. 1-800-449-8686, Phil Hendry Show.
The Phil Hendry Show is back. 1-800-449-8686.
Only guy that ever told Russell Crowe to jam his band right straight up.
Okay, we're back. 1-800-449-8686. Phil Hendry Show. Doug Danger of the Orange County Courier. He says that the Grammys are going to bomb and stiff. Nobody's listening to music. They'd much rather talk. That's what everybody's into, right, Doug?
People are in a conversation. They're into conversing and talking. That is what's going on right now. Go to any club, go to any cafe. People are ordering a spinach starter, following it up maybe with some snapper and a wine sauce, and we're talking, we're connecting, we're rapping, as we used to say back in the 70s, and I think it's all good. But music, nobody wants to hear that anymore because it's just noise. I'm sitting there, I'm trying to talk about the prospects of a new burgeoning gay community in Kabul, and some guy's playing music. This guy's got, like a band playing in the background. It's got some Sheryl Crow, or I don't know what it is. I don't even recognize. Indigo Girls. And they're gay. That's how far I've gone.
Yeah, you're far gone, all right.
Okay, Phil, your homophobia...
It ain't homophobia.
Because I'm a gay man and a gay journalist.
Yeah. Joe, go ahead. You're on the Phil Henry Show, Joe.
Hi, Mr. Dan Kirk, is it?
It's Doug Danger, ma'am.
Okay.
It used to be Dunkirk. The family name is Dunkirk, and we changed it to Danger because I thought it was a little bit more theatrical and given what I do.
I see. Okay. I think you've got a point. The American people have a very short attention span.
Well, that's what I try to tell that boys' choir. I didn't want to have to hit that choir director with a chair.
Well, I think that's a little extreme, but...
What was, dear?
Hitting a choir director with a chair.
Well,
okay.
But I had told them to shut their choir and all of their screaming pre-Queen adolescents down, and they wouldn't do it.
Well, I think we need to find a way without violence.
Well, that's true, but I could hear them singing some song. Oh, you know what it was? It was a song.
You got a very good point.
Thank you, Joe.
You need to stick to the point.
The song was that Valderie, Valera, Valera, ha, 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 that Happy Wanderer song?
Yes.
And something just snapped inside of me, and I remember the chair. It was a wooden folding chair coming down on top of that choir director's head.
Well, let me just tell you this.
As I wander along with my knapsack on my back, and as soon as I heard knapsack on my back, I thought there was something homophobic about it.
Right.
Like do you hate gays?
Would you like to hear what I have to say?
I do. Well, I want to ask you a question, Joe. Are you a lesbian?
No, I'm not. My son is gay.
Very good. Good for him.
Yes.
Congratulate him for me, and also because Saddle Up could use you so very desperately.
Well, Joe, go ahead. This is Phil Henry. Say what you wanted to say, dear.
What I want to say is, I went to a Christmas party, a corporate.
Will you just let her talk?
Corporate Christmas party, which was really disgusting that they would have a party anyway. But we went to the party, and there were no managers there. And the next day, they laid off 30 people, which was half of their people.
Are they gay?
This is a company. I'm
right,
saying,
I know, but were the people gay?
Whatever you need to do...
Who was gay in the party?
Whatever you need to do to keep the focus of the American people, you need to do it.
Well, that's what
Because they lose it.
Yeah, that's so
and
true,
they
Joe.
got to keep focused on what is really happening.
If you mind, hold on for a minute. I'm going to shut the door halfway here, but I wanted to mention to you... excuse me for a minute. Oh, boy.
What are you doing?
I'm sorry, I had to. You there, Joe? Joe? Hello, Joe?
Yes.
Are you there, dear?
Yes, I am.
I'm sorry, I had to use the bathroom.
Well, you got to do what you got to do.
That's what the duck said to the man, right?
Okay,
that's what the girl said to the sailor.
You need to listen and you need to talk. And I'll tell you, both of my adult children...
All right, Doug, are you...
I'm awfully sorry, Joe. I've got a kidney infection.
Oh, boy. I got 2 adult children living
in Manhattan. Your son dressed up as a woman, or...
Living in Manhattan.
Are you all done peeing?
I'm sorry, yeah. What happened?
I don't know. She had 2 grown children living in Manhattan, and that was it. Get out of here, will you?
I got to go to the bathroom.
Go somewhere else.
funny how you close a lot of bits like that.
Well, it's a good way to do it. All right, 1-800-449-8686. Thank you, Doug. Doug Danger, who believes that music is irrelevant. One of the things about the Grammys that I can tell you from experience, I remember when the Grammys were a certifiable joke. I don't know if they are anymore. I don't think they are. I think the Grammys have, for the most part, they are a legitimate ceremony. They're a legitimate recognition of real, powerful performers in the music industry. But there was a time not too long ago when they were pretty much a joke. And I ignored the Grammys throughout my entire life. Because while artists like Bob Dylan and the Beatles and the Rolling Stones and Jimi Hendrix, etc., were selling tons and tons of records and were setting the world on fire with their music, the Grammys were giving out Best New Artists to like the Christy Minstrels and Petula Clark. You know what I'm talking about? Just so if you grow up in a culture like that, things suddenly are, you're shocked to turn around one day and hear somebody say, "Are you going to watch the Grammys?" It used to be if somebody said, "Are you going to watch the Grammys?" you'd laugh at them. You would laugh at them. It was a joke. And now people say, "You're going to watch the Grammys," and I've never seen the Grammys. What are they like? Well, they're really good because the bands that they have are actually, a fairly representative sampling of what's happening in music. Well, you could have fooled me.
Right, Phil. Size of Thousand Oaks. And, if you have a husband that you love very much and you care about, yes, you want to look your best. Now, how old are you, dear?
I am 19. My parents have been married for 25 years.
Well,
my father... No, listen to me. My father has never once cheated on my mother.
Are you... Well...
Where do you get off saying that a woman...
Yeah, here's a woman...
After she has children, where do you get off saying that after she has children, her ass rises out to the size of Thousand Oaks?
No man stays with a woman whose ass is the size of a county.
Thousand Oaks is not a county. It is in Ventura County, lady. Get your facts straight.
Are you going to keep the body after you have your children?
Oh, hell yeah. I like the way my body is.
And how are you going to do that?
How am I going to do that?
Yes,
it's called control.
Oh, listen to the young girl who thinks she's got the life of control.
Young girl? Who are you calling young, lady? At least I'm not old.
Describe yourself.
Excuse me?
Describe yourself.
Let's see. I'm 5'7". I weigh about 120 pounds.
And after you have children, you'll be a medicine ball.
No, actually, I won't, because I know better. I'm sorry.
Well, and you're going to turn into what I'm asking you is this. Before you decide to have children, decide whether or not you want your husband to have an affair. If you decide you're going to have children, then find a woman that your husband will be happy with after you have the children. Your husband's going to start calling you tractor ass, and then you'll see.
I'm sorry,
tractor ass.
If your husband loves you the way he is supposed to love you, he won't care what you look like.
You wait till a man starts referring to you as tractor ass, and then call me.
Obviously you didn't try to keep yourself up after you had your children. That's why your husband was calling you tractor ass.
I'll tell you right now, my husband had an affair, and I realized what it meant, and I went out. I had the work done. I had the tuck. I had the liposuction. A man doesn't want to make love to a woman with 2 watermelons for ass cheeks. And so
I don't see why someone, after they have children, should have to go out and have their tummy tucked and their breasts fixed and their ass fixed. I don't see why.
What man wants to come home to a woman wearing overalls? He wants to make love to Farmer John? Wide load coming through.
I'm sorry, my mother is 48 years old. She looks great for her age. She's had three girls, okay? She does not look like a tractor ass, okay?
Does she have ankle draggers or not?
No, she doesn't.
All right.
Runs around in shorts and tank tops all the time.
Yeah. Your mom didn't have a tummy tuck or anything like that?
No. She looks perfectly fine. After she had me 20 years ago, she went down to the size that she was before, and she did that with both of my other sisters.
Knee knockers?
Excuse me?
Knee knockers?
No, I'm sorry. My mom...
All right. Grow up. Anyway, thanks for your call, ma'am.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm grown up, Phil. I'm trying to give a little bit of inspiration to a girl who has not yet had to deal with what we call butter bags.
All right, here is Irvine on KFI AM 640. Hello.
Yes, I just wanted to say, I have 2 children of my own, and after I had my first son, I only kept 2 pounds of my weight. And I'm just a little itty-bitty girl. And with my second son, I went from what I weighed with him when I was pregnant with him back down to 105 pounds. And my husband loves me. I have a better chest. I have a better butt. And it's not wide. It's not fat. And I wear the slinky little cheek shorts and the tank tops and everything else.
I can ask you the very easy question. You know that when you were pregnant, you wore the sweatpants or things that stretched.
No, actually, I didn't. I wore dresses, and I dressed up, and I looked better when I was pregnant. I always dressed sexy for my man. He loves me more now because I have had his children, and I still look great. And I'll tell you what, where I work, I see tons of men, and I always get compliments of how good I look. And if I have children, and they're like, wow, I'm so impressed. I wish I saw more women that look like you. All it does is take what you eat when you're pregnant.
You entertain the compliments of other men now.
What do you mean? So I get compliments. So what? I go home and tell my husband.
I want to be very clear.
Oh, well, I hope it makes you feel good.
I want to be very clear. You entertain the compliments of other men.
So what?
So what? You know what? Phil, I said.
I'm not cheating. I haven't had any tummy tucks. I haven't had breast implants.
I said before I took any phone calls that pregnancy will affect your marriage. Here's a woman actively taking the compliments of other men.
I used to do it before I was married, and I've been with my husband for 7 years.
I can tell you that that's not healthy.
Oh, bull. It makes him feel so good that he's got a good-looking woman on his arms. I get compliments over him when I'm with him, and I take it, oh, wow, you know, I've got a good-looking man. I'm going to hold on to him. We don't have any problems at all. We don't even fight.
Let me tell you something. I have a very dear friend of mine, Dave. He lived down the street from us. His wife, as I said, has got an ass you can't get through a door. He loves her to death. He calls her his little buttercup. She thinks she's petite. She thinks she's tiny. She's got an ass you got to put in a wheelbarrow. You know? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I totally understand.
So she thinks she's petite and small. He calls her little buttercup. The rest of the world knows better. It's Jack Sprat.
No, it's not true.
Bring me up a 12-pack of Bud.
It's not true. My husband don't drink, and he loves me to death. And I
just milk her and feed Wisconsin. And give me some of those razors, too.
All right. Thank you for calling. Here is Granada Hills on KFI 640. Hello.
Hi, Phil.
Hi.
This woman is out of her gourd.
Milk coming out of that woman.
So, Margaret, I have to say, all she has to do is look at my daughter-in-law.
Are you breathing right?
My daughter-in-law was always lovely and slim, and after she had her children, she just exercised regularly, and what she eats, and she is lovely, and she is beautiful, and she's older than my son, and he would no more think of cheating on her than he would think of flying to the moon under his own steam. This is idiotic. Any woman who wants to figure back...
It sounds like half your face is paralyzed.
No. Any woman who wants your insults don't make you right, silly.
Oh, listen to me.
Any woman who wants to figure back and get it back. I had 2 children, and I was spinning as a rail after I had them.
Right. Are you or are you not sagging? Come on, give it to me.
At my age, at 67, I'm not worried about it. I'm talking about a woman in her 40s. No, she's 50 now. And she has a figure you cannot believe. Nothing is dragging, nothing is sagging. She puts women who have never had children half her age to shame. She's beautiful. She exercises regularly, and your trying to talk over me doesn't make you right. You've got a fixation.
She's trying to ask you a question, ma'am. She's trying to ask you a question.
What?
Take a deep breath. I want to hear the way you breathe.
Why? I don't understand. I breathe very deeply from the diaphragm.
You've got asthma.
Well, I do.
Well, your granddaughter...
has caused so much blooming. There's so much pollen in the air. It's ridiculous.
I'm glad your granddaughter is 50 years old. That's wonderful.
No, my daughter-in-law.
You said your granddaughter is 50.
No, my daughter-in-law. My daughter-in-law.
You said your granddaughter
Well, I'm sorry. I said my daughter-in-law is 50 and puts women through her.
Thank God.
Okay, I guess...
Strangled by the phone cord? The phone cord strangled you?
No. Probably I'm on a cell phone. Anyway, all I'm saying is she is beautiful. She exercises regularly. She watches what she eats, and she's got a figure anyone could envy.
3 weeks older than Jesus. Come on.
What?
You said your granddaughter is...
No, I said it was my daughter-in-law, and she's older than my son.
I know who this woman is.
Is
a slut.
Okay, 1-800. What happened to that caller?
I don't know. She does have what we call tractor ass or wheelbarrow ass. You'll want to visit Sit and Sleep. Yes, Sit and Sleep. For all of your mattress needs. Good, strong, firm, supporting mattresses that can keep that ever-widening ass the size of the county of Indio in shape on top of the springs and really firm. You can save on 40% on Simmons, Sealy, Certis, Spring Air, Miralax, Stearns & Foster, and Sullivan Wells. They'll even give you a beautiful set of sheets, 2 pillows, mattress pad, bed frame, 4-hour local delivery, and removal of your old mattress, a $250 value when you buy any premium set. These savings are happening now at all 3 Sit and Sleep superstores. And if you don't want to spring up your tractor ass, go to Sit and Sleep. That's right. Sit and Sleep will keep that butt riding high. Remember, they're in Culver City, Tarzana, and in Montebello, I-5, just south of Garfield. Stop by the Sit and Sleep near you or call 1-800-675-3536. Remember, Sit and Sleep will beat any advertised price or your mattress is free for the ass area.
That has nothing to do with people's DNA. That happens to some women because of inactivity. I've had 3 kids and my ass looks fine.
You're trying to tell me that a woman has 3 children, the butt widens out, and it has nothing to do with her biological structure? Please.
Biological structure is different from DNA. DNA are the building blocks of life, the genetic structure.
When you get an ultrasound, it affects the DNA. It is a mutation that takes place, Phil. When women get pregnant, there
are no mutations that happen when women are pregnant. Ultrasound doesn't affect DNA.
It's a Darwinian mutation.
What are you talking about? They're going to evolve into a different species?
Why do you think they get scaly skin? Why do you... I can't...
Here's Phil Hendry, 1-800-449-8686.
Tony Neal, television producer, is on from Neal Productions to talk with us about a new reality television show called Escape from Fashion Island. Tony, how are you tonight? Well, we got Tony on somewhere out there. Tony, you there?
I'm right here, Phil. And I'm doing very well. I heard everything you were saying, but the cell service in Los Angeles, as you mentioned, I think on your program a couple of months ago, just keeps getting better, doesn't it?
Oh, man, I'm telling you, there isn't a place in this town now you can be sure that you got cell connection. Tony, the program that you are shopping, Escape from Fashion Island, is a reality show, which is what you do, along with... There's a lot of guys in the reality programming business. I imagine it's very competitive, isn't it?
Well, Mark Barnett has set the standard. I think that there are others who do it well. I think we do it well. I think the audience is still there for it. The production costs, again, are in line. But you have to keep challenging the parameters. And our Escape from Fashion Island, no one has ever done anything like this. No one, I think, could do anything like this other than Neal Productions. And it's taking something right out of the headlines, Phil. We see it every day, the abduction of children. And what we're doing with our television program is bringing people face-to-face with it. Are you as vigilant as you should be with your children? And I think we're doing a great service. I think, if anything, reality television does a great service. It educates. I think that's what television does. It educates and continues to educate people. It's amazing, in fact. Television has been around since the late 40s and has been educating people since the late 40s, and yet we still have a country that is not perhaps the country we want it to be. And I think what that means is people watching television are not paying attention, and they need to watch more carefully the things that we're bringing them, because we've got some phenomenal programming. And we think Escape from Fashion Island is just that.
All right, now this is a program that features child abduction, real child abduction, correct?
It does. We go into an average shopping mall. We have two teams. The teams are made up of college-age young men and women, and they are competing for $1 million per show. Now, you get a 13-episode pickup. You're talking about a $13 million budget simply for prize money. And the object is to successfully abduct a child from the mall and get them to the door of the mall without going outside and without being spotted by security or obviously the parents or any other shopper. And it's not as easy as you think it is.
All right. Well, first of all, let's talk about this, because you say that the fact that you are taking a child to the door of the mall is not technically kidnapping?
It is only kidnapping if we take them outside the door of the mall. If we go through that door, it's kidnapping. What we're doing is we're abducting that child for several hundred yards. What takes place in the corridor of the mall, the object is to get to the other end of the mall with this child. And technically, it's, as I said, it's only kidnapping if the child leaves the mall. So we stop the team once they get to the door. But more importantly, the first team to successfully abduct and escape from Fashion Island wins the $1 million prize.
All right. Now, do you have the cooperation of mall security and so forth?
We do obtain their permission. They sign a release, and again, we are not technically kidnapping, just going to the door. The challenge is what do you do when someone intervenes? Because one of the first challenges you have with abducting a child is something that many police call the hero type.
All right, now what is the hero type?
The hero type is the citizen who is not related in any way. It's just a third party observing this, and suddenly they're going to be a hero. And that's why we have teams of 5 people, because when these hero types try and intervene and they see that they're up against 5 people, they're going to back off pretty fast. Now, the next thing you have to deal with is the parent who may see this happen. This is very emotional. She's generally going to begin to cry, and she's going to rant and rave.
But these poor people don't know what's happening to them, do they?
Well, we make it worth their while. Now, this is the reason why our program is so groundbreaking. No parent is going to get upset when they find out what we are going to present to them at the end of each episode. But when the teams see a mother begin to scream, it's an emotional moment, so that's something they have to overcome. And the first team to reach the door of the mall, and that's all the way at the other end of the mall, so it's pretty exciting. You're knocking people down, you're running through stores, you're knocking over displays. They win $1 million to be divided 5 ways with their team.
All right, let's talk about the parents. Obviously, they're going to get their child back.
Of course they did, Phil. Of course, and with our apologies, and also we present to the parent a scholarship worth almost $50,000 toward the education of that child. So you see, yes, they are anguished, but at the end of the show, that parent has gone from frantic and frightened. They're laughing, they're overjoyed. We take pictures with our arms around each other. And
did both of the kids get scholarships?
Both of the kids?
If 2 kids are abducted and one team gets there first.
No, the scholarship goes to the child who was abducted by the winning team.
All right, well, you have one child whose team didn't abduct successfully, and he doesn't win the scholarship, and he's gone through a trauma, as his parents have, for nothing.
Well, I don't want you to prejudge this, Phil. It's kind of a battle we have with the media. You haven't seen the show, and I was hoping you would simply ask questions and not pass judgment, because the show does a lot of good for college students and for kids who want to go to college.
Tony Neal with us. We're talking about Escape from Fashion Island. It's a reality show where a child is abducted, and it's all real, right, Tony? I mean, the parents don't know.
It is absolutely 100% real. At the end of each episode, at the end of each program, the parents know that it's a program, and they have a great time with it.
All right, 1-800-449-8686, 1-800-449-8686. I have to tell you, and I'm going to just say I'm speaking as a father, if one of my kids was abducted by 5 college-age guys and they're running away...
Well, it's a team. There's teams of men and women, Phil.
All right, well, whatever. And I'm yelling and I'm screaming and I'm running after them. And at the end of the show, someone says to me it was just a joke for a TV show. I might be tempted to begin to swing physically. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you might be tempted, but when we present to you, a $50,000 scholarship for your child...
Well, what if my kid was the one who is not winning? What if, in other words, my kid was abducted by the team that doesn't win?
If your child is abducted by the losing team, I can tell you, Phil, we've never had a problem, because most people bottom line, want to be on television. I know they don't want their children to be...
Well, Tony, let's see.
No, I know they don't want their children to be hurt. But their children aren't being hurt. And when you tell them that they're on television and they've been enjoyed by a great many millions of people... And I'll tell you something else. After watching my show, a lot of parents are going to be watching more closely how safe their kids are. And they're going to be asking themselves, how safe are these malls?
Well, you've got one parent and a child who have had to endure this, and they come away empty-handed.
Phil, this is also something I want to mention. Our show can prevent real abductions from taking place. That's something else our show does.
Yeah, but do you hear what I'm saying? One of the parents and their child, they endure this abduction, and they come away empty-handed.
And we're hoping also, Phil, for a pickup in the spring. I'm hearing what you're saying, and I'm trying to get you to move past that and recognize how good this show is. And
no, but I'd like you to answer me directly. What happens to the parent? I don't even know. You claim that this is not illegal.
It is not illegal to grab a kid and take him to the door. It's illegal, but it's not kidnapping. That's a federal offense. So at most, our broadcast is some kind of an abduction, but you have to understand, we have the mall security cooperating. None of the kids get hurt. And it's exciting. I got to tell you, it's exciting. It's called Escape from Fashion Island. And I don't understand why you want to keep harping on this other aspect about the children.
Well, because you said that I'm coming into this thing prejudiced.
Phil, you got to learn to enjoy your life again. You have to learn to enjoy television again.
Well, wait a minute. It's not about enjoying television. If I got a kid and...
Well, you mentioned using physical violence against the producers of the program.
If my kid's taken by some people and then they say, ha, you're on candid camera, I ain't going to think it's funny.
I would suggest that you resist the temptation to pose for your audience. And
no, well, forget me then if you don't believe me. You're going to hear from people tonight who are going to call in and say they do the same thing.
The people that call in to talk shows want to impress the host. If you talk that way, they're going to call in and talk the same way. But if you talk as if you understand it's a lot of fun, then you're not going to get those kind of people. But you've already set it up so they're going to call in, and then I'm going to be... Excuse me for using the term, Phil, but you've set me up for a radio rape, and my program has not even hit the air yet.
All right. Well, no, I haven't. I don't. Radio rape? No.
No, I think you have set me and the producers up to be raped by your callers because you don't approve of our show. Our show is...
I'm just asking the simple question. You abduct two kids. The team that abducts the kid successfully, they win $1 million. The kid gets a scholarship. What about the other kid? He gets nothing.
So you find fault with the abduction of children, and then you say, why don't they get something? And again, you're setting me up to look bad in your audience's eyes.
All right. Maybe, maybe not. The show is called Escape from Fashion Island, where a team of college students abduct kids, take them as far as the door of the mall. If they're the first one to get there, they win $1 million. And the kid who gets abducted gets a $50,000 scholarship. The other kid, the other parents, I guess they get nothing other than the excitement of being on TV. 1-800-449-8686. Have we reached that point with television now where it's okay as a gag to abduct somebody's kid for a few hundred yards? In other words, what's the big problem with that? Have we reached the point in our insatiable lust for reality programming that a TV crew goes into a mall, abducts a kid to the door of the mall and says, whoop, we're legal here, and by the way, here's 50 G's for your pain and suffering? 1-800-449-8686, Phil Hendry Show.
1-800-449-8686.
Did your dad ever put a banana in your shorts?
The Phil Hendry Show is back. 1-800-449-8686.
All right, Tony, you there?
I'm right here, Phil.
Okay, I don't know whether you know it or not, but that belch went out over the air, and if we're talking about...
I apologize for that, Phil.
All right, but if we're talking about something serious here, then we need to be serious. And I have to ask you, are you appreciating what's going on here when you have a television show that proposes to abduct kids as far as the exit to the mall for, $1 million and $50,000 for the parents for a scholarship?
Phil, I can tell you I'm very appreciative of it.
Well, let me ask you, are you a parent?
I am not, no.
Are you married?
I am not, no.
All right, so you're not married, you're not a parent, you don't have kids.
That doesn't mean, Phil, that I don't appreciate safety, and I don't appreciate child welfare. I have 2 nieces and 2 nephews, and I will tell you that as a responsible American and citizen, I want to see children protected. This is one of the reasons why we're doing this program, to show people how easy it is to abduct their child. And I can tell you, every day we see these stories in the newspaper. Every day. Don't you think people would be grateful that when they found out the individual that abducted their child was an individual working for the crew and cast of Neil Productions, and that we were filming a television show and nothing was going to happen to that child other than they're carried back to their parent and they're awarded with a $50,000 check if they're on the winning team.
Yeah, if they're on the winning team, and the losing kid just gets carried back to his parents. 1-800.
You keep going back to that, and yet you don't seem to like the program, but then you don't like the prize money. I don't know where you stand on this.
You're right. I'm a little bit confused. 1-800-449-8686. John, you're on the Phil Hendry Show with Tony Neal. Go ahead.
What's funny about doing something fake where a person stands? That's sick. If you do that, you're going to have more lawsuits than I've ever seen in the history. Do one show, and I guarantee you're going to have some lawsuits. You don't abduct children as a joke.
It's not a joke. It's not a joke. It's a competition.
A competition? Scarring children is a competition?
No. Showing parents how easy it is for their children to be abducted for them.
Okay, you showing the parents, but what about the children?
What about them? They're getting $50,000 in scholarship money.
How many children? One or every one that you abduct?
The children that is on the winning team. So in other words, the college students.
Now, what about the rest of the children? $50,000, you can't even buy a doggone gas for it. Well, a year with $50,000. That ain't poop.
Well, sir, I can tell you that'll pay for 1 year at a wonderful Ivy League college, or it can pay for 4 years at a state university. I don't know what you've got in mind.
All right. So it'll help them toward a school and college.
Yes,
now,
yes.
What about the other scarred children and the families that's going to be pissed off? You done took their children.
What are the other ones that lost, you mean?
Yeah. What do they do?
I think they should be grateful that they've learned a wonderful lesson. That they were so
come
dumb.
to Memphis, Tennessee. I'm going to bring my son, and I'm going to act stupid. You take my son.
Wait a minute. Why would you do that? Why would you? No, I don't understand. Why would you do that? Why would you purposefully? You see what I'm saying?
Because they're stupid at what you're doing.
You're using your child as bait,
and they're gonna show you.
Are you using your child? Look at John is your name, right?
Yeah.
John, I know that you're probably an old crawdad fisherman from way back, but using your child as bait, that's something else entirely. And,
well, what does that mean, a crawdad fisherman?
Well, no, he's a southerner. I'm assuming that he's taken a trip to the crawdad hole. Have you taken a trip to the crawdad hole?
Have you,
John?
You sound like a liberal. That's what's wrong with you.
A liberal? I'm just asking, have you ever gone down to the crawdad hole?
I'm gonna go, but
look, guys,
don't make that show on TV because it sounds stupid.
Well, you
don't take nobody children.
Do you see how many children
I've heard of in my life back?
Look, while you're down at the crawdad hole, your child is getting abducted, and I'm trying to.
Well, you knock it off with the crawdad hole thing.
I'm just simply saying, children are being abducted every day in this country. Wouldn't this gentleman like a good stiff lesson in? Well, you see, he hung up, didn't he?
Yes.
And I'll tell you
why he hung up, because you started mocking him with the crawdad hole thing.
Well, he started saying that he was going to take his child to a mall, and he was going to use the child as bait. Now, if that doesn't sound like a couple of salmon eggs on a hook, I don't know what does. And I'm saying to you, look, I'm an old fisherman, Phil. I've been in bass tournaments. Believe me, I know what it is to be a fisherman. And using a child as bait, using a child as a wedge of cheese and a salmon egg on a lure is despicable. A lure is a lure. When you start jamming the cheese and the salmon egg on it, now you're just getting greedy.
I don't know the point you're making. What did you just say?
I think I made myself very clear.
I don't understand one thing you just said.
I made myself clear in terms of children being used as salmon eggs and cheese.
All right, 1-800-449-8686. We'll go over here to Tyler. Tyler, go ahead.
Hey, yeah, I was calling in. I mean,
yes, sir.
First he said that he's trying to teach people to protect their kids.
Absolutely,
I mean, you're really teaching. You're teaching child molesters and stuff like that how to get people's kids and run away. And
we are putting parents through a crash course in how easy it is to abduct a child. And as I said, the headlines are full of it. When are we going to start learning.
Come on, Tony. This is a television show that you're trying to make a couple of bucks on. It's an exciting reality show. What do you mean, teach?
Yeah, television is for teaching people.
Oh, baloney. There might have been a time when people believed that. Nobody believes it anymore. TV's not teaching anybody.
This gentleman here that I'm talking to, Phil, are you a father, sir?
Yeah, I am a father.
All right.
I think if you grabbed my kid and you started running away, I'd probably shoot you. And if you got to the end of the mall and you said, hey, I'm sorry, I was trying to teach you a lesson,
all right,
it's not going to be good.
You just shot someone that was trying to help you.
You were trying to help take my kid and run away?
No, I'm not going to take your kid. I'm trying to teach you how easy. And first of all, why is it that I was able to get your kid and run away with him? Ah, so you haven't thought of that, have you? You've got the gun, and yet I've already got your kid, and I'm running with your kid. Now, you take a shot. What are the chances you hit that child? Didn't think of that one either, did you?
Look, I'm going to go down swinging. You're not going to get my kid and run away.
Well, you're certainly not going to take a shot in a crowded mall, are you? Are you really going to do
my
that?
daughter? Yes, I would.
And kill like 3 people as the bullet passes through their skulls?
If it started with you, I wouldn't mind.
Well, sir, I think you're just a cowboy. I don't think you really know what you're talking about. But I will tell you that I'm giving you a lesson in how to... If I can grab your kid and then you make like Wyatt Earp, pull the gun, blast away, there go 3 guys that work at Toys R Us in a green vest. They're done. Here goes another kid down at the Penguin frozen yogurt store, and your kid is still in my clutches.
I don't think that works. I think when the red dot's on you, it's going to hit you.
So you're walking around... Let me ask you a question. How is it that you're walking around with a gun with a laser sight on it?
I have a permit.
Just to walk around with a laser-sighted pistol?
Yes. I live in West Virginia. It's a pretty rural area. I have a permit.
All right, I'll ask you the same question I asked the last gentleman. You go down to the crawdad hole?
Will you stop with that crawdad hole?
He's using his child as bait. I'm trying to make the illusion between bait and...
Yeah, I understand
that. That's my point. My child's not bait. My child's not for you to teach the world something. If you grab my kid and run, that's not right.
Well, sir, I would suggest then that you not make it so easy for me to grab your kid and run. Oh, I won that. Yeah. Score it for me.
All right, thank you. How do you figure you won?
Score it.
How do you figure you won?
2 points.
Mr. Neal, grow up. How do you figure you won?
Bob McAdoo. I'm not going to talk to you until we get back to the break. I'm tired of being manipulated.
How do you figure you won that point with that guy?
We'll be back after this word on the Laker Broadcast Network.
Phil Hendry Show, 1-800-449-8686.
The Phil Hendry Show, 1-800-449-8686. Stepping over the line, naked. 1-800-449-8686. The Phil Hendry Show
I made a really good
is
point
back.
to that guy, and when he said what he said, I made a good point.
I don't know how you made the point. I mean, he said that he's going to shoot anybody that tries to abduct his child.
And I said to him, then why do you make it so easy to abduct your child? And he froze for that instant, which means score it, Neil. All right, Neil Productions, 3-pointer. From the left side of the circle. See what I'm saying? So, Phil, it's really a matter of our television program.
Look at what happens if you go into a mall, you grab a kid, and the father or the mother does pull a pistol and shoots one of the team members.
Well, we've got ourselves a lawsuit because...
You're going to sue them?
I'm going to sue anyone that pulls a weapon in a crowded mall, I think, is subject to a lawsuit. That's number one. Number two, the purpose of this program is to show how easy it is to kipe somebody's kid. And
what do you mean, kipe someone's kid?
What I meant is to abduct him. And if he shoots me for teaching him a lesson as to how easy it is for me to get his kid, that's insanity. That's utter insanity to blow me away because I showed you how dumb you are. I don't understand that.
All right, 1-800-449...
We're getting way far afield.
Well, keep in mind, this program is not just to promote your show, it's to ask you questions about it. 1-800-449-8686. Amy, go ahead. You're on the Phil Hendry Show.
Hi. I want to know where you think that it's okay to use a child to teach an adult a lesson. I understand what you're saying about, in some cases, parents perhaps should pay closer attention, but who are you to use a child to teach that lesson?
Well, we're not really using the child. The child doesn't know what's going on, and it's all over so quickly that whatever trauma the child suffers, Wendy, we're not talking about a trauma that's going to cause the child to become a criminal. It's a trauma that maybe will cause the child to have a nervous twitch or something like that. But we're not, in other words, if they start drinking heavily, it's not our problem. What we're trying to do is show parents how the culture has changed. It's very easy to abduct children. Now, that last gentleman I spoke to with the laser sight on his pistol, and he's got his Wyatt Earp saddle, and I'm sure he rides his horse right up to the mall and has himself a splendid time. Meanwhile, his child is going out the back door with pervs.
Wait a minute. You just acknowledged that you may hurt the child, in your words, in your opinion, not that badly, but you're still acknowledging that you
right.
could allow it,
Didn't you just say, Tony?
You are not. Who are you to make a judgment to make the child suffer in any way, shape, or form at all? That is not your judgment to make.
That we want to keep that child alive. Let's remember, Amy, our goal is to keep that child alive. Now, if in the process of keeping that child alive, they smoke cigarettes until they're 50, is that so terrible? At least they had a life.
Well, what are you talking about, smoke cigarettes? As the result of them being abducted as an infant or as a small child, they develop a cigarette habit.
Yes.
Well, that's...
Cigarettes have got absolutely nothing to do with this. I am talking about what makes you think that it's okay for you to cause any child any trauma whatsoever, period.
I work in the television industry, and we have a sacred trust. We have a sacred trust to educate. And
oh, come on, man.
Then do a documentary telling parents how easy it is to have their child abducted, but do not ever lay hands on a child. That
Amy,
is wrong.
I understand what you're saying, but you just mentioned the word documentary. Do you know, and I'm going to try to be as delicate as I can, do you know the variety of carnal acts you have to perform for distributors and producers to get a documentary exhibited?
That's not my problem. I'm not in the entertainment business. That's your problem. I am saying that I don't care, for whatever reason, you do not have the right to hurt a child. You do not have the right to hurt a child.
Well, we don't know that we're hurting the child. We don't know that we're hurting the child, do we? The child, all the child knows.
If you take a child away from a parent, you are hurting them.
Well, how do you know? Maybe the child wanted to get away from the parent. Maybe the child is sick and tired of the parent. Maybe the child is disgusted with the parent. And for a brief few seconds, you've allowed that child to breathe clean, fresh air. Now, yes, you take it back to the parent. Of course you will, because that's the legal thing to do. But perhaps abducting that child...
Oh, come on. What kind of cockamamie crap? And what are you... You're coming up with all kinds of stuff.
No, I'm simply saying to you and this caller that children are...
children... I'm coming up with stuff. You're the one who's talking about smoking cigarettes. I'm talking about the fact that you are going to take a child for whatever period of time. I don't care if it's 1 second or 1 year. You're taking a child away from the parent.
But you think
do
that's bad.
Have a right to do
You think
that.
that's bad. I'm saying it may be good. If the kid could speak, he may say to us, "Thank Christ you did that." Have you thought about that?
What do you mean if the kid could speak? How old are these children that you're abducting?
You know, Phil, I think this has gotten so far afield. I think this lady is completely off her rocker.
She's off her rocker.
I am right on. I am talking about the fact that you are taking children, and I'm telling you that is wrong. You're the one who's trying to get things off the subject by talking about crawdad holes and smoking cigarettes. The fact remains you are talking about taking children from their parents, and that is wrong.
Amy, I'm sorry if you are hurt by the information that it may be a blessed day for your child to get away from you for a few minutes. I'm sorry if that hurts you. But I am saying...
Oh, look, this is not about what the kid wants. That's what you...
It's not about a kid getting away from a parent for a few minutes. It's not about a kid going to school or going to the park or going to a play date. This is about a stranger taking a child. Someone this child does not know is going to be scooping them up and taking them away from the world that they do know, which is their family.
All right, can I tell you?
That should not be done.
All right, Amy, can I tell you something? Let's suppose we're in the mall. There you are. There's your child. Our Team A, our blue team, which is manned, let's say, by students from Slippery Rock, and B team, or our yellow team, is from Florida State. Now, they grab the child and run. Now, the child comes back to you. You're frantic, we understand, but we present to you, with a team of photographers, a $50,000 check, and if you want, we'll make it out to you exclusively, so you don't even have to give it to the kid. Is that your problem? You're worried that you're going to have to give the 50 to the kid for education. We can make it so you can keep it.
What are you talking about now, man? You talking about violating the freaking
There is no
the law?
amount of money possible.
I think you're upset that the 50 goes to the kid.
There is no amount of money you could give someone to replace
No, your child is back.
damage to a child.
Your child is back
You're
with
saying
you.
That, oh, well, okay, so what if you keep the kid for 5 seconds, is that 50,000? If you keep him for 10 seconds, is that 100,000? You cannot quantify
What if we sweeten the pot?
emotional damage with money.
What if we throw in a car?
Try to do it all the time, but you cannot do that. You cannot make that judgment.
Ma'am,
you should not emotionally hurt a child, period. And to try to make it better with money is wrong.
I don't think you can say the child's being hurt. Secondly, what if we sweetened the pot? What if we threw in a brand new C-Series Mercedes?
Oh, yeah, big deal.
Excuse me?
$35,000 Mercedes.
Money. Why don't you understand that? Why do you think that money
get a load
makes this okay?
Amy, hold on for a minute. I just wanted you to notice this momentous moment. Mr. Henry here is going, woo, to a $35,000 Mercedes. That's not good enough for you?
I think you're talking to a woman here who's just been put through a trauma. Her child was taken. Now she's got the kid back. You're laying a $50,000 check on her and a C-Series Mercedes. I'd kick you. You know what I'd do.
Well, because I think you've got a tendency to react criminally to certain things, Mr. Henry. That's why this is a phone interview and I'm not in the studio. Because we remember last May, don't we?
I regretted that.
Uh-huh. Amy, do you know that Mr. Henry, when I was in his studio, do you know he came after me and tried to strangle me?
I have no idea what history you two have, and frankly, I don't care. All I'm telling you is
I
that
think
I
it's
would implore
homoerotic.
you not to take anyone's child for any reason, period.
Even if we sweetened the pot to 100,000, you wouldn't like that? That wouldn't make you get down on your knees and pray?
What kind of language is that to use to a mother? All right, look at Amy. I got to take a break here.
You wouldn't get down on your knees and pray for that?
No. I would never get down and pray for anyone to take my child. There is no amount of money you could offer me.
Can I ask you this? Can I just ask you this?
Taking my child.
What if I could give you a crystal ball and you could look into the future and find out that your kid isn't going to be all that special? Would it bother you then?
Oh, that's real great, man.
Be special
no,
to
you
me.
know what I mean.
Whether
He's working, he's pushing a broom somewhere.
To you is irrelevant. My child is very special to me.
But you know what I'm saying. What if we find out that he's going to be like he'll assassinate a president? Oh, something to think about.
Why do you keep trying to change the subject?
You know what, Amy, I got to run.
Why will you not acknowledge simply that this is wrong?
I got to take a break, Amy. I think you were very patient and you made outstanding points.
You know, Mr. Henry, the way you pander and whore yourself out.
Look at pal, I've heard enough of you. Amy, thank you. Ooh, something to think about. 1-800-449-8686. Phil Henry Show.
Phil Henry Show. 1-800-449-8686.
You're a buttload with legs.
Henry Show is back.
And that was another good point.
This is not a basketball game.
I know that, but you will grant me that when I said to that lady, what if your kid will grow up to become a presidential assassin? She froze. Score it, Neil Productions. You see, Phil, this is about making sense. And as we make sense, we make dollars. Huh? You like it?
I'm not impressed, man.
Mm-hmm.
1-800-449-8686. Betty, go ahead. Hi, you're on the Phil Henry Show.
Yes, hello?
Yes, Betty, go right ahead.
Yes.
Hello, Betty. This is Tony Neal.
Yeah. I don't know what this guy is, you know.
How are you doing, dear?
I'm disgusting about this guy. I'm disgusting completely about this guy.
You're disgusting?
Yeah.
You're disgusting. I'm not, but you are?
Everybody, I think everybody in
that's
this
what you said. You said that hi, Tony, I'm Betty, and I'm disgusting. That's how you led the phone call. I don't understand.
She's disgusted with you.
Well, that's not what you said, is it?
About this guy doing this show about kidnapping kids. You know, this is. I don't know how far they're going to go with these reality shows.
Well,
this is outrageous.
What reality show do you like the best? Have you watched all the reality shows?
Not all of them. Not all of them. You know, I don't even watch that much TV.
Let me ask you, Betty, have you been down to the Crawdad at all?
Huh?
What television shows are your favorite ones?
Tony, don't make fun of the lady.
I'm not making fun. I'm asking, what are your favorite television programs? I'm interested.
I like funny shows.
Yes, I'm in the television business, so I want to know. You like the comedies. You like the sitcom. Did you like Jerry Seinfeld's show, for instance?
Not really. No, not too much. No.
Do you like, what funny shows are on right now, Phil?
Well, 70s show and that kind of stuff. Oh, what's on? I mean, I don't even watch TV.
Listen, I'm not.
What the hell are we talking about? We're talking about,
Okay.
Well,
you are making money. You're making money out of the suffering of parents and kids, and you don't know what the kids are going to go through and how they're going to deal later on in life. When, you know,
Betty, can I ask you, darling, do you get good reception to those rabbit ears?
Okay, listen to me. Listen to me. Okay, listen to me.
What is that supposed to mean, Tony?
Well, I assume she doesn't have cable. Do you have cable?
Yes, I do.
Oh, so you don't have the rabbit ears?
No, I got satellite. Okay, I got satellite.
Do you enjoy Will and Grace? Do you like Scrubs?
Okay.
I know Neil Flynn. He's a wonderful man.
Listen.
Will you listen to her and stop?
No amount of money is going to pay me for the suffering that I go through if one of my kids is going to...
What about a brand new Cadillac Coupe de Ville?
Okay. Nothing. No amount in the world is going to do it.
Let me tell you something. The money, you wouldn't have to have tinfoil on the end of those rabbit ears.
You can't put a price on that. And you're making money out of it. If I find out what network, okay, I don't know yet what network you're going to show that.
ABC.
I'm never going to watch. And I'm going to boycott that show, okay?
You're going to boycott the whole network?
Yeah.
Betty, you know what, Betty, this is Phil Hendry, and I think what Tony's doing here is he's trying to get information from you about your viewing habits, and he's not really listening to you. You're saying it's disgusting, and I think a lot of people are saying these reality shows, too far, man.
What do you mean too far? They're watching them. They're making... If it's too far, then how come... How about a brand new electric wheelchair or a stair climber?
Listen, these two teams are
I'll tell you... Can I ask you a question, Betty?
$1 million. $1 million.
Betty, if Eric Estrada was the one abducting the children, I think you'd have a different point of view, wouldn't you? If Eric Estrada was abducting those children, you'd like it.
Okay.
There you go. Drag Eric Estrada's name into it.
Why not? He could use the publicity. Plus,
I can understand you teaching people how to protect the kids.
Betty, can I ask you seriously? What if the person abducting the children was Cesar Romero? Now what? Yeah. Woohoo! Tony Neal, 3 points.
All right.
You called part of that, the part of your body where your runny Spanish cooking comes out.
I wish that show, unit show one, and people.
What unit show? Hey, there's a great idea.
I would say,
a show of units.
We don't want to see that.
How much money would a man accept?
Ratings are
Okay, we got to dump out of Betty because she said the...
She's a foul-mouthed old Spaniard. Look, Phil... Betty, if you're there, what if the host of the show is B. Arthur and the guy doing the abducting was Ricardo Montalban, spelled occasionally by that, whatever that guy is.
What guy?
Who's the guy that was funny down there?
I don't know. What guy?
The Mexican comic.
Pele?
Pele. He's Ow!
Sorry, I don't know who it is. Pele, he played soccer, right, bud?
Yeah, you douche.
1-800-449-86. Why am I being called a douche? This is the guy that's got freaking kids being abducted. What if he turns out to be a presidential assassin? Hey, think about that one. 1-800-449-8686. Phil Hendry Show.
Phil Hendry Show. 1-800-449-8686.
When was your last pork chop inhalation? These are the questions I ask myself.
Phil Hendry Show is back.
Yes, Carol, this is Tony Neal. Go ahead, very quickly, Carol.
Yes, I was wanting to comment on the gentleman that you have.
That's me. I'm Tony Neal. I'm the gentleman on the phone.
Tony, I think your idea is ludicrous. I mean, to traumatize children like that, that's wrong.
No, it's a good point. It's a good point. I'm going to have to rethink it. I thought it was a good idea.
No, it's not. Reality TV is beginning to get to be a very bad thing.
Well, you know what? Because you're so calm and so intelligent and articulate, I'm going to go with your opinion. The rest of these douchebags have been...
Would you watch your language?
Sorry.
Carol, thank you very much.
But Carol, you're a wonderful gal, and thank you. If I'm gay, and I say that because if I was a straight man, I'd jump you. Woo!
Phil Hendry, 1-800-449.
Phil Hendry Show at 1-800-449-8686. The Phil Hendry Show, and it's time. It's the end of the week, so we do have... I asked the boss, David Hall, our Vice President of Syndication, is going to join us. An opportunity once a week for you, our listeners, and everybody to hear the thoughts and comments of the people behind the scenes in the world of radio, and especially behind the scenes here in the Phil Hendry Show. We are nationally syndicated, and as such, we have a responsibility to our audience to be as mass appeal as we can, as well as a responsibility to our audience to inform on a broad level. David G. Hall is our Vice President of Syndication, is responsible for the, is responsible really for the program direction of the Phil Hendry Show. And as soon as I don't know whether we got him, is he on his car phone or... Okay, thank you very much. Mike Schaefer, my producer, says that he is now ready to go. David, where's he at? David, hi, how you doing, man? I'm awfully sorry we got you crossed up.
I'm doing really good, Phil.
Tell us a little bit about your job.
Well, my job as Vice President of Syndication is to make sure that essentially your program gets cleared on radio stations across the country, and also my job is to direct the programming of the show.
Now, we had a meeting earlier today, and you showed me some research as the result of the last ratings that you feel indicates a certain direction for the show.
As well as the...
I know you were talking about the Survivor episode, too.
As well as the Survivor episode, Phil, we have indicated and we have identified in our research, and the Survivor episode and the success of Survivor shows us, as crazy as this is going to sound to a lot of your listeners, the appeal for a lot of people of the gay lifestyle. And it also, not only if what we can do is...
Well, our meeting today, you talked to me about trying to make the program more female-friendly, right?
Right. You indicated on your show yesterday, and you're right, women don't listen to your show. Basically, we want to get as many women listening to your program as possible. But we also found out the appeal of the gay lifestyle because of the victory of Richard Hatch, who is the gay corporate trader. Women are attracted to the gay lifestyle in men. Our research tells us that women are not only attracted to the female-friendly way that gay men have, but also hot guy-on-guy action is something that women are really stimulated by. And
you're concentrating a little bit now on that. You were talking about getting more women. You're talking about gay men?
I'm talking about getting women by gay. I'm talking about getting women, and our gay men, first of all, Phil, want to think that they can make a straight guy gay, that they can change a straight guy. So you being straight, but shaping your program in a gay direction, I think means you not only get women, but you're going to get a lot more gay listeners.
And you again, the success of Survivor on Wednesday night had nothing to do with the contestant being gay, but
I think, to interrupt you, Phil, I think that the gay lifestyle is going to be more popular because the winner's gay. Now, I identified, did you get the facts?
I have a programming sheet here that tells me we have new bumper music.
We've got some new bumper music. This is very gay-friendly, and what we want you to use is the slug, the gay-friendly Phil Hendry Show. Now,
is this a permanent thing? This is not a permanent thing. We want to let our listeners know this is not a permanent thing.
It's an experimental thing. But I think by being more gay-friendly, you become something that women are going to want to listen to, and you're also going to become more accessible, I think, to the gay man as well as men in general. Does Craig have that?
I don't know. Craig, what has he got?
He has the new bumpers. Please read the liner over the bumper.
Okay, I'll start.
Start in just a minute. Hold on.
This is the new gay-friendly Phil Hendry Show. It's 10 minutes after the hour. And welcome. Our number, 1-800-449-8686, 1-800-449-Phil Hendry program.
All right, that's good. And most importantly, see that...
What is it with the music?
Techno music is, you see, Phil, gay men, as the result of their genetic disposition, can't handle rock and roll.
In what sense?
It causes internal bleeding. Some have seizures. They swallow their tongue. There's a lot of...
Gay men can't handle rock and roll.
No, tell them to turn it up.
Turn up?
Turn it up. Yeah. Yeah.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
This is gay friendly.
This music, gays love this Latin stuff. All right, now, the other thing that I would say is...
I want to back up just a little bit. First of all, you're saying that this is going to appeal to women in the audience.
That's correct.
Why?
In all seriousness, Phil, women like gay men. They feel non-threatened by gay men, would be not threatened by you, and they would also be interested in what you have to say. And
you also indicated that it would get gay listeners because they like to think they can turn a straight guy gay?
That's what our research indicates, yeah.
So the mind of a gay man listening to this show is that he could turn me gay?
That is what our research indicates.
Okay, can we turn that down for a second?
Yeah.
Turn that down for just a second.
We talked about this. I don't understand. We talked about it.
I know that, but I knew what you were saying was to get more female listeners. All right, well, let's go with this. You're talking about this being music that gay people... I think we've already can turn that down, right? Okay, because I don't need to hear any more of that. That's gay friendly.
Right. Gay men don't like rock and roll.
I heard you say that, and I don't
know what it is. They just can't dance to it. They can dance to this stuff. I tell you what, if Craig Taylor, your engineer, is there and he isn't out of the room getting himself another cup of coffee with just a little blast of rye in it, could you have him put up cut 3, Craig, on disc 7? And I think this is the one, I think this I start using on your show. Give it the intro.
When the music starts.
When the music starts, give it the intro.
Wait a minute,
just do it.
This is the new gay-friendly Phil Hendrie show?
Yeah, that's it.
13 minutes after the hour. You mentioned that. What about Rob Halford of Judas Priest? Somebody just called and said he's with. Can we turn that off, please? Thank you. Rob Halford is gay. He was the lead singer of Judas Priest. It's a rock and roll band.
I don't know, Phil, why Rob Halford is into rock and roll. I think it's the leather. I think there's something about the leather that protects him. I don't know, but the fact of the matter remains, if we are going to get women listening to your show, we have got to get more gay-friendly. And that means playing the thing. There you go. Yeah. I'm not gay, but I'm moving my feet a little bit. You like this?
I'm sorry?
Do you like this music?
No, I don't.
Well, you better start liking it. If I were you, I'd develop a healthy appetite for it, in fact.
I hate it.
Hold on, kill the music. What do you mean you hate it?
I just hate it. I don't...
Are you homophobic?
No, sir, I am not homophobic. I am not at all. I just hate, with a capital H, that kind of music.
Do you dance?
You know, this is a discussion my wife and I get into.
Do you dance?
No, I do. I dance to rock and roll. I dance to rhythm and blues. I can't dance to that. And when I hear...
Are you embarrassed by this? You know, one of the things about that kind of music is it's more fluid. You have to use your hips. And
could very well be, but I despise, with every fiber of my being, that kind of music. The new Latin thing that's going on?
Yeah.
I hate it. And it isn't because I'm homophobic, and it isn't because I'm xenophobic, and it isn't because I'm, hydrophobic. It's because I don't dig that jive dance thing. And
well, Phil, you know what I'm saying?
I realize I shouldn't be saying this on the air because we talked about this off the air. Just telling you, yes, I'm open to getting more women listening to the show. Yes, I'm more open to having more gay men listen to the show. Okay?
I'm telling you, you had better get used to this music because I'm booking you at... We've got 2 gay clubs.
I beg your pardon?
I told you about this.
What am I doing?
Okay, we better go to break then.
You booked me at what?
Go to break, Phil.
Did you book me at a couple of gay clubs?
To MC a dance, yeah. So, if I were you, I'd start liking this stuff pretty quick. Hear this? What's wrong with this?
This club I'm going to be emceeing a dance. Is this the music that's going to be?
Yeah. All night long.
Will you turn that down, please? Can I ask you a question?
What?
Is this one of these joints where the guys are up there in jockstraps?
Phil, I don't know. All I know is it's a dance joint. But this is, you sound a little worried, and it sounds almost like you've got a problem with gay people.
I got no problem with it, man. You're directing the show. Let me give the phone number here, 1-800-449-8686, The Phil Hendrie Show. You're telling me the show's got to become more female-friendly by being more gay-friendly.
Absolutely. That is going to get you women. That is going to get you tons and tons of women listening to your show by being more gay-friendly than ever before. And we've got the billboard. So by doing that, you're capitalizing on the popularity of the Survivor show, because that was the guy that won, a gay guy. And on top of that, you're going to be getting more females. All right? And that's what we want to do with the billboard campaign.
I knew you guys were spending money on billboards, but I didn't know that. Do we have to hear?
Let's just talk over the music.
What is the thing?
Now more than ever before, Phil Hendrie's gay friendly. And you can go ahead, do it.
David.
Do it.
This is the gay friendly.
Do it better.
This is the gay friendly Phil Hendrie.
Better.
This is the gay friendly Phil Hendrie Show at 17 after the hour. And we'll be right back after this. Oh, man.
You better stop that, Phil, and I'm killing music. You start telling people you don't like this music, you are shooting yourself in the head with your female listeners. Turn it up and like it.
Craig.
Turn it up and like it.
Go
to break.
1-800-449-8686, Phil Hendrie Show.
This is David Hall, Vice President of Syndication for the Phil Hendrie Show. Thank you for tuning into the Phil Hendrie Show as we continue to retool the show and make it more female-friendly by making it more gay-friendly. And here's Phil Hendrie.
22 minutes after the hour, you're back with the new gay-friendly Phil Hendrie Show. And we're talking with David Hall. And
explain, if you would, Phil, the use of the music.
And the reason why we're using this music is because supposedly it's...
You don't say supposedly, say...
It's gay-friendly.
And say the rest that I told you to say.
And I like it a lot. I like this music a lot. Our number is 1-800-449-8686 as we continue with the retooling of the Phil Hendrie program to be more gay-friendly. And that is to get more women listening to the show. Now, you mentioned that gay men can't listen to rock and roll because of genetic disposition?
That is correct, Phil. In a lot of the research that we find, gay men who are exposed to rock and roll, there has been internal bleeding, there's been some seizure, and so...
So in other words, if they listen to... What do you mean by rock? So if they've got this...
Oh, they love this. Gay guys can shake it all night to this. But the minute you throw some rock and roll in there, and you've got internal bleeding.
All right, Downey on the Phil Hendrie Show. Hello? Downey, hello?
Yes, hello?
Yes, ma'am, go ahead.
I've been listening, and at the beginning when I started listening to this, I thought it was a big joke. I'm calling to say I'm a 30-year-old woman that has been listening to your show for a little while now, and I think it's ludicrous what I think your name is David is saying.
Ma'am, this is David Hall. What we're trying to do is we're trying to get more women to tune into the Phil Hendrie Show. What we found with the Survivor show on Wednesday night, gay is back. Gay is what's happening, and women particularly are into gay issues and gay men.
I think you're being very, very shallow when you're saying that gay is going to be popular. Gay is a lifestyle that people are. They don't choose it.
Well, it's gay chic.
And I'm not gay, but I'm definitely not going to be listening to the Phil Hendrie Show because it's gay-friendly. I'm going to listen to it because it's challenging and it's
Well, ma'am, let me ask you, listen to this. Tell me you don't want to move it to this.
No, I don't.
Well, that's unusual.
No, it's not. I think that your research is completely wrong.
I am straight, and I can't help but just sort of tap my feet to this. And
I told you, David, I hate that music.
See, that's dangerous to me.
Why?
Because it makes me feel like you hate gays.
I hate gays? I don't hate gay people. I hate that crap. I can't stand it. And
you know what Phil's problem is, ma'am? He can't dance from the waist down. He does.
I can't believe you're saying that. That's unreal.
He can shuffle, but he can't really move his rear end. And that's why...
That's got nothing to do with it, man. I can't stand that stuff. And
let me ask the lady a question.
Ludicrous for you to the things that you're saying about gay people on radio. For one, I'm appalled. But two, it's just crazy for you to think that people like that music, which is like 30 seconds, and so they're going to listen to the show because of the music?
Ma'am, I'll bet you anything.
They're going to listen to it because of the conversation.
Turn the music off, Craig, please. Turn it off, okay?
I asked Craig to pipe it up.
Can I ask you a question?
What?
What's the club you booked me at in West Hollywood? You got me emceeing a gay dance?
Yeah, at the Trail Boss.
The Trail Boss? What?
Oh, listen to the homophobia. Ma'am, do you hate gay men? Lady.
Yeah.
Do you hate gay people?
Oh, no, not at all.
Well, the two of you are coming across...
How's it homophobic?
I booked you at the Trail Boss.
And that's some gay bar I'm going to be emceeing a dance at?
That's right. And then Saturday night, you're at the Locker Room.
So I'm at the Trail Boss and then the Locker Room.
Have you been to those clubs, ma'am?
No, never. I've never even heard of it.
Well, listen to this. You don't like this music, huh, Phil?
I hate it.
Well, you're going to be listening to about 12 solid hours of it come Saturday night.
I think it's wrong for you to book me into a club on my own time. I think it's wrong. And I resent that. And furthermore, I ain't going to be emceeing no dance at the Trail Boss in West Hollywood.
What a homophobe.
Thank you for your call.
It has nothing to do with being homophobic.
Thank you, dear, for your call. Here is Los Angeles on the Phil Hendry Show. Hello?
Hey.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi.
Hi.
Sister, right?
Yes, I am.
You gotta dig this. Right?
Actually, I don't like it at all.
It's the worst, David.
Well, you may not like it. This lady may not like it. Gay guys flip for it.
Okay, well, I know 100 gay guys. I work in Los Angeles. The complete staff of my office is totally gay.
Well, tell them to tune into the new gay-friendly Phil Hendry Show.
It couldn't possibly be a gay-friendly show. Everyone in here, and coincidentally, when you said they didn't like rock and roll, I heard my first gay rock and roll song in West Hollywood last weekend, and they loved it.
Gay rock and roll
And they
song?
could dance. I swear, we just danced and danced and danced.
Well, it's not really rock and roll. It's like this, right?
Well, actually, no, it's not. If you really want to understand what type of music that they play in gay clubs, it's mostly techno. And I don't know what kind of music that is anyway.
That's techno. That's what they play.
Well,
now, when Phil Hendry appears at the Trail Boss Saturday night at 8 p.m., bring your friends.
Okay, well, my main reason for calling is that gayness is not a trend. It is definitely not a trend.
The other thing that I wanted to mention to Phil, you've got a very masculine voice, Phil.
Thank you.
But you need to free it up a little bit. You know what I mean by that?
He almost sounds like he's joking.
How am I supposed to...
Ma'am, I'm not joking. This guy, Phil Hendry, needs to get more women listening to his program. I want you to free your voice at the vocal range, okay?
What reason would he have to free his voice to excite more? I actually started listening to the radio because of you.
I want him to be more gay-friendly. Now, Phil, free it up.
How do you want me...
Are you a gay man, sir?
No, ma'am, I am not. I'm straight as hell. Oh, baby, am I straight.
You're straight and you want him to be more gay-friendly?
Yeah, because we got to get women listening. Phil, say this.
I'm a woman, and I don't follow gay men.
Phil, I want you to free
I actually feel like it's a waste. Gay men are beautiful.
I'd like you to
Gay men are beautiful, and I would dream to have one of them. But they don't want me, sweetie, so there's no reason for me to be following them.
Yeah, say the following, Phil, okay? What kind of moisturizer do you use?
What kind of moisturizer do you use?
Free the voice.
What kind of moisturizer?
That's it, there, right there. That's what I want.
You know, actually, you're the type of men that gay men probably would target on.
Yeah.
Okay, 1-800-449-8686.
Say it.
What kind of moisturizer do you use?
That's it. This is the new gay-friendly Phil Hendry Show. And now, don't miss Phil Hendry emceeing a big dance-a-thon Saturday night at 8 p.m. at the Trail Boss in West Hollywood. Then, Sunday night, he'll be at the Locker Room at 7 p.m. for the big dance-off, couples-only kiss-a-thon. And then
Wait a second. Turn it off.
What?
Couples-only kiss-a-thon at the what?
The Open Fist.
At the Open Fist. Look at
Phil, you are embarrassing yourself, you're embarrassing this radio station, and you're embarrassing me. We talked about this before you went on the air. The show's got to become more gay-friendly. Now,
I understand that Richard winning on Survivor makes everybody more open to the gay lifestyle. I understand, or orientation, whatever. I understand we want to get more women. How do you make that connection between more women listening and having a gay-friendly show?
I told you. Straight women, whether they want to believe it or not, enjoy the company of gay men. Rather than straight men, they follow their trends. American women wouldn't know what to wear if it wasn't for gays. Are you kidding me? Are you stupid?
All right, that's a point.
You're damn right it's a point. Now say this, and I want you to free up your voice, okay?
So when you say free up...
Don't go down there. Get up into a mid-range register.
When you say free up...
That's it. That's where, okay. Stay there. Now say this. I need to exfoliate.
I need to exfoliate.
How much for your sloughing lotion, honey?
How much for your sloughing lotion, honey? What the hell have you got me reading?
I'm telling you, this is the stuff.
San Diego, you're on the Phil Hendry Show. Hello. San Diego? No. Are they gone? Here's Miami on the Phil Hendry Show. Hello. Miami, hello.
Hi.
Yes, go ahead.
Tell your boss I think he's crazy because I like your show, and I'm a new listener.
And how old are you, dear?
And
how
old I am? It's none of your business how old I am.
I need to know for
I don't know how old you are, sir.
I demand to know how old you are. I demand
to know. What you're trying to do.
I demand to know how old you are.
You don't have to demand nothing from me.
You better tell me.
No, why should I?
Because I'll come down there and I'll beat an old lady's ass. And I haven't done that.
Man. David.
No, I'm telling you right now.
You
when
come on down here and I'll
beat you. You better tell me.
Come on down.
I haven't kicked an old woman's ass in years.
Hold on for a minute. You can't be threatening listeners.
Well, I ask her a question. I want an answer. Don't be giving me your crap.
Don't give me none of your crap.
Don't give me none of your crap.
I don't mind the gay people.
You like this music?
My family, but I don't need to listen
Get rid of
to
that arthritis, Greg. Answer to this. We want you listening to gay-friendly stuff. Are you in Miami?
Yes, I am. Come on down and see me.
Well, then you must know millions of gay men.
Come on down and see me.
I'll come down there and see you.
Come down and see me.
Be the worst day of your life.
I'll pick you next to anybody else.
I'll tell you what, I'll throw you off the balcony of that condominium.
Would you come on and act reasonable?
Come on down, sir.
Come at me.
I'll take you on any day.
Come at me.
I'll come down and...
You come down here?
And I'll take you on any day.
Are you coming here? Should I go there?
You come down here.
Bull crap. You come to L.A.
I'm not wasting my money to come to see you.
You want to come to L.A.? I've been to Miami. Why would I want to go?
I enjoy his programs.
Look, and I'm asking you,
nice guy.
How old are you?
I like the way he does his program.
You like the way he looks in a tight pair of jeans?
I don't want you changing him into a gay guy.
I want him to be gay. How old are you?
I don't want him to be a gay guy.
Phil, get up and dance.
He's not a gay guy.
Wait a minute. What did you ask me?
I said to get up and dance.
David, I don't want to...
Get up and dance.
I'm telling Henry to get up and dance.
Do you dance, sir?
None of your business.
Do you dance?
None of your business.
See,
get up and dance.
None of your business, but what do you ask me?
David, please don't make me...
Get up and dance.
You are. You're a bigot.
I'm a bigot.
That's what you are. You are a bigot.
How can you...
how can you call me a bigot?
And you're greedy.
Well, David, I think...
David, I think that you should...
What?
That's all.
I'll tell you this much, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. I resent you.
You're not going to make it gay because women are going to come.
In 1853, I came out here with nothing but a banjo on my knee. And you're telling me that?
Leave your program,
all the palmetto plants and everything? And you're in Miami. Hello? Ah, she hung up. Gutless. Now dance. I'm going to ask Craig Taylor. Is Phil Hendry dancing, Craig Taylor? Push the automatic button. Yes, Phil Hendry's dancing.
There, I'm done dancing, okay?
All right, have you got those dates?
Let me write them down.
26th, you're at the Trail Boss at 8 p.m. to MC the Dance-a-thon.
26th. The 27th?
27th, you're doing 2 gigs. You're doing the Locker Room at 6, and then you're wrapping up with the Slow Dance Marathon at the Open Fist. Phil, don't screw up.
David, I've been asked a lot of things in my career. I've never had a guy say my show needs to be more gay-friendly to get women to listen, and...
That's why you're talent and you're not programming. That's why you do that and I do this. And to have to argue with you every time I come on your program is getting wearying, Phil.
1-800-449-8686. Cloverdale on the Phil Hendry Show. Hello. Cloverdale, hello. Here is San Rafael on the Phil Hendry Show. Hello.
three things for the program director, Randy Travis, whoever he is. If you want your show to be...
Turn it off, will you?
If you want your show to be... the first thing to do to get your show to be more
what do you know
gay-friendly...
about it? What do you know about it?
I know about gay and gay-friendly.
How do you know about that? How do you know about that?
I'm gay.
Are you in the fringe of the community, or are you right in it?
I am right in it. I mean...
Okay, did you know for a fact that straight women are always coming into your clubs dancing, hogging the dance floor, and bugging you guys? Am I right or wrong about that?
I don't even care about that.
You know that that's
in
true.
order to make the
All
show
these straight
more
chicks with their
gay-friendly,
big
you need to
rears
stay off of it,
popping up.
because everything you say is offensive to people.
No, sir. No, sir.
That's the way it is.
Why don't you guys listen to rock and roll?
And you know what's so funny? Is I love rock and roll, and that's the second thing I want to talk to you.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of Green Day?
Okay, all right. Besides Green Day and Judas Priest,
Jeff Tate from Queensryche, gay.
Queensryche sucks. Queensryche sucks. They suck.
Mr. Music Critic, who do you think you are?
Wait a minute. Okay, so you got Queensryche, you got Judas Priest, you got Green Day. Those are three rock and roll bands.
Judas Priest broke up. Rob Halford had to leave Judas Priest because they're a bunch of homophobes. And
no, they're not. He went out solo.
And also, you are so hostile. This is what I'm thinking. Because I'm thinking that you are gay and you are afraid to come out.
No, sir, I'm not latently homosexual. I'm trying to get this guy...
You are.
All right, do you know what the trouble...
No, you're showing all the...
You better practice using that mid-range before the gigs. No, Phil, you have to use the mid-range voice, and I use it.
What kind of moisturizer do you use? I need to exfoliate. How much for your sloughing lotion, honey?
That is so wrong. For you guys even to say that on the radio. How can you say that? Gay people talk like that, or ask those types of things, or even insinuate that that's a stereotype.
Shut up and dance. This is the gay-friendly Phil Hendrie Show. And then next week it's going to be, you're listening to the Jim Rome Show.
Okay, that's really great, man. All right, fine. How come it's Spanish? All right, David, so...
all I'm asking you to do, Phil, is to work on that, and we will see what we can do. Because before, again, the women know it's true. They do not make a move when it comes to fashion unless some gay guy's telling them what to wear, what to dress, their hair, their lips, their makeup, everything. That's why they hang around there. And I just want to make this following announcement before I leave the air. And that is, when you straight chicks go into a gay bar, try to trim a few pounds off your ass so you're not bouncing all the gay guys off the dance floor who belong there, as opposed to you who just went in there so you could have a little free time with the gay guys and not be hassled by some straight dude who wants to take you home and milk you like a cow. Now,
okay, that's it, man.
You're not going to hang up
That's great, man. Okay, so there you go. This is the gay-friendly Phil Hendrie Show. 1-800-449-8686. 1-800-449-8686. Phil Hendrie Show at 1-800-449-8686. So, as a natural spin from all of that baloney, is the subject of, what rock and rollers are gay. And not that really makes any difference, although every now and again I think it probably shocks the straight world to know that so-and-so is gay. Everybody likes to play that, it's all right with me, I'm not a homophobe, so long as they stay locked in a dungeon someplace, I'm totally accepting of them. I have no problem with gay people so long as they stay in the bilge of a sunken Spanish galleon. Other than that, and you hear that, most people are in favor of the proposition that says gay people should live together and be married, but it's just the fact that they try to cram it down our throats. Why are they always trying to cram it down our throats, sitting there in the bottom of a sunken Russian nuclear submarine? Anyway, you got that cat from... I don't know. Do anybody know for sure? ZZ Top, I heard they're just flaming. Then there's that guy from Queensryche, which just blew Melissa Morgan's mind because she's a big fan of Jeff Tate. And found out he's gay, so that screws that. That and the Rock Hudson story, I thought she'd never recover when she was 12. And who else? That's it. There's only 3 gay guys in all of rock and roll. The rest of them, then Mick Jagger, of course. Those stories keep resurfacing. And that movie I saw with him in it, that Bent movie, David Bowie, nobody knows. It's all a load of baloney. And that whole thing about Richard Gere with a gerbil. And then, of course, there's the story about Paul Newman. That Paul Newman was gay. Somebody must hate these people and attempt to somehow malign their, malign their reputations. Did you hear that one? That Paul Newman, after I don't know how many 40, 50 years of marriage to Joanne Woodward, well, he's got to be gay. She's just a front. She's a beard. Tom Cruise. That's the other big rumor. Tom Cruise, well, their kids aren't their own. Well, whatever. And then, of course, the repeated rumors about Steve Young of the 49ers, Troy Aikman, and with that name, how can you blame anybody, of the Dallas Cowboys, and who else? People are fascinated to know who. Not that we care. All right, let's move on, shall we? By the way, Dr. Laura walked by my office today and said, thank you for your support, Phil, because I mentioned yesterday on the air that any list of the top 10 radio personalities in Los Angeles would have to include her. Whether or not you like her philosophy, it'd have to include the great success she's had as an LA-based radio personality. And I was referring to Don Barrett's top 10 poll that he's publishing now on LAradio.com. And she walked by and she said, thank you very much, Phil. So now I'm afraid everybody's going to think I'm a fag basher, too. I'm just kidding, Dr. Laura. 1-800-449-8686, the number here on the Phil Hendry Show. So that's all we were talking about. That's all we were referring to, is the propensity of some people to want to identify in our midst the gays, the queers, the fags. Who are they? Where are they? What are they doing, and what are they doing with our kids? Thanks. And that thing we did yesterday about Richard and the whole gay lifestyle now being a hip thing. Look, you heard that clown, that Navy SEAL. They said, well, have you changed your mind about gay people? He said, no, it hasn't. Even though he was devoted to that guy to the bitter end. It may make you uncomfortable. Well, if it makes you uncomfortable, why do you keep visiting gay bars? And I wasn't kidding about that other thing, or at least David wasn't. Neither one of us were. That you take your average gay bar, and straight women like to go in there, and they like to dance with the gay guys because they're non-threatening, and they're a lot of fun, and they buy them drinks, and they're gallant, and they hold their arm, and they open the door for them, and they pretty much take up a lot of room in the gay bar where, there might be some guys in there that might be interesting to some of those guys. They don't want no fag hags in there. Got it? All you straight chicks hanging out there at the Probe, get out of there. Get off the dance floor. Quit bugging them. And all you straight guys going into those lesbian bars, you're only going to wind up getting your heads busted open.